What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. It is the 17th day of January, and here we are sitting at about $2.07 with roughly 14 days left in this month. We've got about 5 hours, 48 minutes left in this day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. I didn't mean to start off the video on the monthly time frame, but let's kind of look at this. Actually, I'm curious. See if there's anything that we're missing, because we don't normally look at the monthly time frame. It's a very important time frame. What I will say is not good to see is that we have crossed red on the MACD, so we're on our second red month already on the MACD here. Stochastics look bearish. The RSI looks bullish because it's bouncing off the 50, and you're kind of holding these higher lows. You know what else I will say is that as bearish as the stochastics and the MACD both look, both of these indicators are much more affected whenever the price action is sideways and choppy. And that's what you've been. You've been sideways and choppy for a little while now. So these readings might be less dependable. Indicators, what I'm saying there is indicators of all varieties, really, but especially the MACD and the stochastics, they're affected most by stagnant sideways price action. And then they're less reliable in those moments. So bearish there. The RSI is the one that I'd rely on the most, and that one's bullish. That's enough for me. But in all fairness, I mean, these are some bearish implications on these charts here. If we get a false cross, if we can cross back up and there's only like a small cross here and it's not long-lived, that would be a very bullish implication. If we bounce off of the 50 here or around this area on the stochastics like we have before, well, the two times that we did that in XRP's history, we had a phenomenal time both of those times. So there's definitely some bullish prospects here to go off of as well. Anyways, that was fun. Let's look at the short-term stuff. Let's go into the 1 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom back out to the daily. Looking at the 1 hour here, this is exactly the type of behavior that you should expect from a Saturday, right? Either you're just flatlined, moving sideways, boring like this, right? And that was actually last Saturday's price action, or you're moving up and down. You're just super volatile. That's funny. It's not really that volatile though. It's like 0.5%, 1/3%, nothing too crazy. Does look like you're breaking out of your downtrend though, right? Lower highs here. It looks like you're breaking out of it to the upside. Do we have any volume? Is there any volume here? Oh, I've got the volume muted. There's a little bit. It's not much. It's Saturday. I don't blame you, so whatever. Yes, you're breaking out, but I wouldn't get too excited about this, and I would not have my feelings hurt at all if XRP came back down to like $2.04. This is nice. It's definitely nice to see. This could save you from going to $2 or below, to $1.95, $1.99, whatever that target area is down there. This really could save you. But if this were to be some type of a fake out with low volume and it was a bull trap and you sell off, my feelings wouldn't be hurt. I wouldn't be any more bearish on XRP than I am now. We're just talking about $2 to $1.95 as support, and then we move up. I am sticking with that call, but if we get moving higher, if we can move above these resistance points here, which, you know, this is 1, 2, 3, the fourth kind of attempt where we're consolidating here. If we can move higher, the chances of going below this low go down a good bit. I think we need to get above this high before we can officially say that that's the low and that we are absolved of going below $2 and $1.95. At that point here, at about $2.13, I'll wave the white flag. But if we can get above and consistently stay above about like $2.09, odds are good that we don't go below this low. Okay? 1 hour time frame here, RSI rejecting the overbought zone, not a good look in itself. You've got higher highs in the RSI, but really you've got like the same highs here. It's not a good look. I think the RSI looks bearish. The stochastics look bearish, and the MACD at the 0 here, perfect area to reject, also looks bearish. You totally killed your bearish momentum. You built some bullish momentum. You let loose the bullish momentum, and this is all you got, right? Resistance to the same areas. So again, I wouldn't be wooed by a fake out. Moving up would be exciting, but it's really getting above this high. I think that'll be really exciting. Any kind of movement like this could get shot back down, and it's exciting for a moment, but let's get some validation. That validation comes at this level here, above $2 and let's say $2.14. The 4 hour time frame might paint a different picture. Let's see here. The 4 hour just crossed green, and that's actually nice. With that being said, we have been sideways and choppy, but sideways. The MACD might be less reliable, but that is nice. Your oscillators are below the 0. That's not good, but there's some good things going on here. You've got some... No, you don't have bullish divergence, actually. Never mind. But still, I don't mind it. It's just, do you continue? Do you persist, right? That's the question. 1 hour, 43 minutes left here. I don't know if we do. There's not a lot of volume. It is a Saturday. Stochastics look bullish for the moment, but you are in a position where you could reject the 50, and that would be bad. Rejecting here would definitely be more condemning than passing through would be validating. Like if we moved up a little bit from here, that's not validating that this is the low. It's a little bit exciting because we're moving up, we're breaking resistance, but it's not validating. You got to get above this high. Where if we move down even that same amount, that would be pretty condemning that we go below this low, because of the points of rejection, the false cross, the point of rejection here, the point of rejection here as well. The RSI overall is very bullish, but we kind of are in a more neutral, bearishly charged environment. I don't know, man. I feel like if anybody's listening to this, and maybe it's your first time, or maybe it's you don't watch the channel too often, you're newer here or less well versed, you might be hearing me and saying that I'm very confident that we're going to go below $2 to $1.95. I'm not that confident. I would say from a statistical probability, we're very close to like a coin toss. And whatever side I land on, heads or tails, heads means we go down, tails means we go up. They're pretty similar likelihoods. But I will say, I'm more convinced to the downside. I am more convinced that, we've been grinding this area out. If we were to find support, I feel like that was a bull trap. I think we have more downside to resolve. Clearly, we've broken out of this. Clearly, this movement here is different than anything we've seen since July of 2025. Okay, clearly, very clearly, this is the start of something that will build, that will continue to grow. But being here at $2.07, I'm just not completely convinced that we're done moving down yet. I think that we will get a higher low. And then when we recover, at the end of the day, again, getting above like $2.15 will validate, in my opinion, that we're ready to move higher. Is it 2.15? Let me make sure. Was it 2.15? I forgot. I might even say $2.20. I might even say that high. I might even say that. Things might get exciting if we're at 2.15, but let's say 2.20. 2.20, get above this high here. And at that point, then we're celebrating that we're going to go above this high. We're probably even going to go to like $3 and beyond, new all-time highs, all that stuff. But for now, in this kind of coin toss environment, I'm taking the downside still, $1.95 to $2. Hopefully the crypto gods are appeased by that call and they pump instead just to prove me wrong. So I'll see you on the next one. I got nothing else to say. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves. Prepare for a little bit of downside. Prepare for a little bit of disappointment. Don't rely on this to be the breakout that you've been looking for, right? It's a pretty lackluster breakout so far. This is not going to be a disappointment or a detriment if we come back down and if we take out these lows. I promise you. It's something to prepare for, but not something to dread. Okay? If you get a chance to buy below $2 one last time, that's a blessing. What's coming next is far more concerning to miss out on rather than any kind of downside from here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.